I'm so scared right now.
How could you do this?
I never thought this would happen to me.
This is gonna kill Mom and Dad.
We can kiss football goodbye.
It's the time of your life when you're supposed to be having the time of your life.
But all of that can change.
You might as well just forget about college.
This is your responsibility, not ours.
I thought I taught you better than that.
It's not a romantic comedy you see at the movies.
So pay attention. The real world of being a teenage mom or dad is about to come knocking.
Having a child at 16 changed my life.
When I was 15, when I found out I was pregnant, I was scared.
I was hoping it'd be just like a joke or something, but it wasn't.
My wife's going down the drain. That's all I can think of.
His child support obligation would be about $700 a month, and that's for an 18-year-old boy with one child.
The bottom line is, if you don't pay, you will end up in jail.
I was a baby having a baby. I didn't know what the real world was about. And as soon as my little one came along, it was there. The real world was there.
This is Stephanie, a teen mom 2 times over. The first time at 16 and again at 19. Neither child was something she or the fathers planned for.
I was 18 when I got pregnant with my second child. So I lost my job. He left me. Now my son is almost 2, and his daddy has only seen him twice in his life.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Adam.
You know, there are thousands of stories like Stephanie's here in Tennessee alone.
Stories that turned out a lot different than expected. We're talking more than 17,000 stories or pregnancies among 15 to 19-year-old girls in our state in just 1 year. And for every pregnant girl, there's got to be a guy who got her that way.
Whenever I found out, she called me, the baby's mom called me and told me that she was pregnant. First thing I thought of, you're playing a joke on me, right? And she's like, no, I'm not.
He found out he was going to be a dad when he was 15. Before his 16th birthday, there was a baby bed set up in his bedroom.
Now 17, Corey is just beginning to get a handle on the cost, the responsibilities, and the heartache that can come from fathering a child so young.
It don't mess up your life completely, but it does mess up your life because you can't do everything you wish you could do.
When you're pregnant and a teenager, every pregnancy carries a cost that is more than you're ready to pay.
When you're under the scrutiny of the court and you get a paycheck and you don't make any payments out of it, I'm not real sympathetic to the whole situation. So right now, you're going to be in the custody of the sheriff for the next 90 days.
This is the price you could pay when you don't think about paying the price. When this dad was having sex with his girlfriend, he probably wasn't thinking about going to court and being arrested for non-payment of child support.
Did you ask about the support? Has he provided support since birth? Until he's willing to come in, he's going to have to pay extra money in support. You are the legal father of this child, and you have all the rights and responsibilities that go along with that. We're going to enter an order for him to pay support. He has 2 choices. He can choose to pay it or he can choose not to pay it. Okay, if he chooses not to pay it, he'll have the consequences that go along with that, which can include incarceration and everything else that goes with it.
You're getting a good hard look at what Tennessee's district attorney generals and their staff see every day. What you need to get out of this is just how seriously Tennessee takes your legal and financial responsibilities of caring for the child you make.
I had a lot of mixed emotions about what I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to be a mom. I didn't really know how. I was still a child myself.
Amber had 2 children during her teen years. When her first daughter, Jordan, was only 1, Amber moved out and left Jordan to be raised by her grandmother.
That was a selfish choice that I made. I chose to leave home pretty much so that I could I continue on doing the things that I wanted to do without the burden of my child.
Amber is now working on her relationship with her daughters. As for the fathers, neither pays child support or is a part of the girls' lives.
So right about now you may be wondering, why is all this teenage parent stuff anybody's business anyway? Two parents don't usually stick around or stay together after teenagers make a baby. That's what makes paternity tests and child support court necessary.
Generally, there will be three people, three entities involved in a child support case. It'll be the mother, the father, and the state of Tennessee.
The state is there to protect the child. If you're a dad who's trying to dodge the blame, you could be facing a DNA paternity test.
It's going to come back 99% or greater probability that that alleged father is the biological father. Once that is established, then we set support. That starts generally from that point on. But there's also this retroactive support that goes back to the date of birth of the child.
And you say he gave $200 to $250 total since birth? It's no longer between the two individuals anymore. The court's involved, and the court is going to have to set support according to our guidelines, which may or may not be what they agreed to, may or may not be what they think they can afford, but we have laws established. There's a lot of studies that have gone into it to determine the fair and appropriate amount of support that each party should contribute for the child.
Jackson's father, he's just 19, so he has his own life that he wants to do, and he doesn't really come around as much as what I would hope he would be there for Jackson. But he tries, I guess, as much as he can, and he just got out of high school this past May, and he went off to start his own job, and he wants to work and save up his money for his future, and most of his money now is going to go to Jackson because child support is going to be about $700 a month. And he was not planning on that, and he wasn't thinking about that in his job.
That's a big expense for a family.